might be on to different things, but we love and respect Chris, and he'll always be the Bachelor to us.
What do you guys think of Tayshia and Kaitlyn coming in to host the season of The Bachelorette?
I think it'll be exciting. I'm curious because Chris has been there since the beginning. So I'm curious what kind of energy they bring, because they're such interesting people on their own. And Chris was steady, right? Chris is a good base that everyone could kind of rely on. So to see two women that are strong personality who are super fun, it's going to be a different experience. So I'm actually just really curious to see.
Yeah,
they're going to be great though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you think Chris will come back in the future, and do you want to see him come back in the future?
I want to see him come back. I think he will. I hope he does, because I know so many Bachelor fans out there rely on him to be the voice of The Bachelor. And again, if we're giving him the time that he's asking for to reflect on certain things, I think it's only fair that we kind of say, okay, you did your work, and thank you for doing your work. And respecting his choices. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to, I don't know. He might be on to different things, but we love and respect Chris, and he'll always be the Bachelor to us.
Sean, it was interesting. We talked to Peter Weber recently, and he said that producers gave him a signal if it was okay to kiss contestants, and that he would, and that they would hold names above their heads to let him know what the names of the girls were. Did any of that stuff happen on your season as well?
No, I never had to get the okay to do anything like that.
I want to know too.
Now, the lead does have like a producer that's assigned to them that kind of follows them wherever they go. And she would tell me in the beginning, the first couple of days, it's hard to memorize 25 names.
Fair.
So she would say, hey, you're about to go talk to Catherine. Remember last time Catherine told you about her grandma, or whatever the case was. But that's about as far as it went. They didn't hold signboards over the
Peter.
They also gave me flashcards. So at the end of the night, once I had left the mansion, I'd study the flashcards to make sure I was ready.
That's weird too, though.
Did you really? You had flashcards of everybody?
Yeah.
Did you ever forget somebody's name in the middle of a date or something like that?
I did it one time. I remember I felt really bad. It's not that I forgot her name, but I asked one particular girl how her children were doing, and I had gotten her confused with another girl that kind of looked like she did. So
Karen and Diana.
I felt really bad about that one.
Did you ever feel like producers ever manipulated any situations on the show? Or did you just feel like they were making a TV show?
Yeah, but then again, I mean,
you have your own.
Well, you have to know what you're getting into. I think anyone with half a brain knows they have a TV show to make.
Right.
So as the producers are kind of leading you with some of these questions, you know what they're doing. And more often than not, I found it to be harmless. And so you just kind of play ball and you go with them. And if they were going in a direction that maybe I didn't want to go in, I would tell them, and they were always really respectful. So I can't say a negative word about production or the way producers handle things, because I had a wonderful experience.
Yeah. Did you ever negotiate to get more time with Catherine?
Yes, I did. I had to negotiate hard because they don't want anything off camera. And after we had our first date that was on a glacier in Canada, and I begged and begged to allow us to drive back to the hotel together, because it's like a 2-hour drive. And reluctantly they agreed. So I got to spend 2 hours in a car.
But the caveat was we couldn't speak.
Oh yeah.
So, but that was kind of cool too, right? Like holding hands and looking to each other's eyes, and they would catch us singing songs. So I think that was a huge moment in our relationship, knowing that he wanted to spend time with me. He fought for it, but I also took it with a grain of salt. I'm like, surely he's doing this with other people. But he wasn't, and I'm just really grateful for that 2-hour drive that they gave us.
And I snuck my iPad with me. And towards the end, I was looking at the Bachelor website, and I saw Catherine's profile. She had no idea where we would be traveling, of course. And one of her dreams, or one thing that she always wanted to do, was ride elephants in Thailand. We just happened to be in Thailand. And the producers told me, they said, hey, we got this date where we're going to ride elephants. And I said, you've got to get Catherine on this date. So I was able to, they of course didn't know I read that on the website, but I lobbied for that really hard too.
I love that. A 2-hour ride of silence confirmed that you guys were in love.
Yeah.